Hello everybody and welcome back to a brand new episode of our NASCAR 25 career mode here on the channel. I hope you all having a great day. Today we take on the first mile and a half of many this season here from Las Vegas Motor Speedway with the Pennzoil 400, and for the first time this weekend I am doing double duty. We will be in the Xfinity series on Saturday for our first of 10 starts in the series this season for Hendrick Motorsports, and it will be racing in a junior motorsports car next episode in Homestead, Miami. And on top of that, keeping on the Hendrick and kind of junior motorsports timeline, we had some breaking news this weekend now, and I'm sure he's going to be glad it was announced early in the season because it gives him an opportunity to look elsewhere. Hendrick Motorsports would announce that Alex Bowman will be departing the team at the conclusion of this 2026 season. That's right, Alex Bowman no more at Hendrick Motorsports following season 2 of this career mode. And it is expected they could be looking at putting Corey Day in the number 48 for next season. Currently, however, not confirmed, as Kyle Larson was at the top of the leaderboard. And Kyle Larson in the media this weekend actually speaking on the news of Alex Bowman departing Hendrick Motorsports, and they asked him, who would you like to see in the 48? And he vouched very highly for Corey Day to be in that car next season. For us, though, Junior Motorsports number 15 Target colors back on the car this weekend as we come through to kick off qualifying here in turn number 1. And yeah, I mean, we're coming off of a not so great effort in Phoenix, and I am confident we can get a top 10 here this weekend now. And of course, with this all new chase format, winning it takes a whole new form in this format than what we used to have in the playoffs. But I don't think we're going to quite be able to win this weekend. But an unfortunate effort in qualifying, putting us in 28, tells me immediately that, okay, we got some work to do as Kyle Larson's on pole. Surely William Byron is not second, right? Well, let's find out. Rounding up the top 10 is Alex Bowman, and in P2, oh my goodness, it is in fact William Byron. We're going to focus in on Saturday afternoon now, and we were driving Hendrick Motorsports number 17 actually this weekend as we came through into the final stage here in the closing laps of this final stage, and ripping the top here, actually up in the top 3 right now, trying to run down both Eric Almirola as well as Justin Allgaier, and Allgaier actually making a start in our Junior Motorsport part-time entry in the Cup Series this weekend in the number 40 as well. So we have not only myself but a teammate on track this weekend, but that car not expected to be nearly as strong as our car now, as we had sure enough run down Eric Almirola and had made a move to the inside here, coming to 5 laps to go. But the inside, I was getting really tight, so I knew I was going to have to make the pass on the outside here. So back to the top here on the exit of turn 4, lap 10, and Almirola goes around on the exit of turn 4, and that's going to bring out the yellow, and that's going to force Xfinity Series overtime, where we will be joining Allgaier on the front row for this restart now. And well, outside row 1, green flags back out. Who's going to get back here first? 2 laps to go, and Almirola manages to keep track position of P3, and then Austin Hill just behind in the RCR number 21 as we head down into turn number 1, and Justin Allgaier in control. But you see me leaning on the right rear quarter panel of the Jarrett Chevrolet as we exit turn 2, heading down the back straightaway, just kind of, you know, trying to hold him back now as we continue on the run into turn number 3, and still just barely along that rear wheel well. But unfortunately, right there through 3, he is going to clear us. So on the exit of turn 4, now going to get a bit of a draft as we approach the final lap here in NASCAR overtime from Las Vegas. Right on the right rear of Allgaier, slides across my nose, actually boosts him ahead into turn number 1, and I think it's pretty well sealed right there now, as we'll be side by side with Almirola on the exit of turn 2, heading down this back straightaway one more time here from Las Vegas into turn 3. Do we have anything for him? Gonna show the middle lane. We could get a nice run here down the front straightaway, but I think he's got it off turn 4. We're gonna have a run, but it's not gonna be enough. Justin Allgaier is gonna come through to win here in Las Vegas. Now we'll take a runner-up result. Can't really hang our head too low on that one, but what we can do is focus in on Sunday afternoon now, where we have a lot of ground to make up here from Las Vegas in just our 5th race so far here for this brand new full-time Junior Motorsports team. and I am excited for this one because I think we can really do some good things starting at this mile-and-a-half kind of swing on the season. And we got a really interesting dynamic coming up with mile-and-a-half, short tracks as well, Darlington, you name it. There's a lot of different tracks coming up. But nonetheless, here we go. Green flag is out, and we start from P28. We know the drill. We'll probably get a slow restart here. We have got 20 laps of racing in stage 1. We've got 67 laps of racing overall, and it's going to be a long, grindy kind of day here as we lose out already to the 4 of Gregson, the 38, the 3 of Austin Dillon, the 34 of Gilliland, and the 41 of Cole Custer all go by. So just like that, from 28th to 32nd in the opening half a lap of racing. But we know right here is where things are going to change. Into turn number 3, we're going to have the momentum shift back in our favor, but qualifying 28th. And the question is, do we have the speed to even go up there and run in the top 20? I don't know. I really don't. We're going to find out. But as we head down into turn 1, this is what I like to see. Look how much speed I can carry compared to the cars in front of me. So right off the bat, as soon as I saw that, I'm like, okay, we probably got a car that's way better than where we qualified. It's just we didn't seem to have the speed there in quali. So as we roll through 3 now alongside Cole Custer, we'll even get to the right rear, actually going to wait there, and that's showing a little bit of experience. As you know, we start our second season in the Cup Series. Last season I would have forced the issue, and we might have gotten put in the wall there on the exit of turn 4. So trying to be a little bit more patient, and I know at this point here, with the way we are right now, we are on lap 3 of 20 in the stage, and starting 28th and dropping down on lap 1. You know, stage points are probably not going to happen, and that's costing us early in this brand new chase format. Of course, points are more important than they've been in 15 years basically now, yeah, I mean, we're definitely not in a position to get stage points here in stage 1, so my kind of mentality at this point was keep it clean, but of course work our way through traffic in the process. And we're working now to the inside of the 3 of Austin Dillon. You got the 21 of Josh Berry as well, side by side there in front of us. And we would continue kind of fighting with these guys, but the 21 gets clear of the 3 into turn 3. And we got a crash up ahead. That's the number 8. That's Kyle Busch, who's gone around. Caution is out, and our AI is all over the road. Saves it, and we gained a few spots there as that crash was happening over the 3 and the 21 checking up, and we move up into 24th. Everybody's going to stay out, though, and we'll get ready to go back green here with Kyle Larson. Looking for his first win on the season right now. He is out front. But Christopher Bell, of course, coming off of 2 back-to-back wins at COTA, as well as last time out in Phoenix. Kind of stole a win in both races through the green flag pit stop cycle. Well, we get another green flag pit stop cycle in that 3rd stage today. That kind of changes things. Only one way to find out, but we got to get through stage 1 and 2. We got 10 laps of fuel, and we got 12 laps to go. So that tells me right off the bat the AI can absolutely make it to the end, but we cannot. We're going to have to save some fuel. Well, I think we're saving fuel right now, honestly, getting passed by like 6 cars as we head down this back stretch. So down to 29th we go, and you know, going from 24th to 29th, it is so frustrating, but nonetheless, you just got to make do with what you have. And we know after 3/4 of a lap, things start to kind of, you know, go back in our favor here, so I can deal with that on every restart, as unfortunate as it is and unacceptable as it is that this has still not been fixed by the NASCAR 25 team, as we are now 2.5 seconds back already from Kyle Larson. But now it's time to just start working our way forward. That caution, you know, gives us more of a chance to go fight for maybe some stage points, and my mentality here was, okay, we'll go hard for a few laps and gain what we can. But no matter what, unless we get another yellow, I'm going to have to continue to save some fuel in this car. That's eventually going to cost us some track position at the tail end of this first and opening stage. So no matter what, right now, if it stays green, you know, the cards are stacked against us right now, and we're just going to have to, you know, wait it out and be smart here. Now, as we pass the 99 of Daniel Suarez, Bubba Wallace not having a great day as well. We pass the number 23 and we pass the 21. Just like that, we're closing in on the top 20. 7 laps of field, coming to 8 laps to go, and I'm doing as much drafting as I can as well. That way I can avoid having to lift and coast into some of these corners for now, but we're going to get alongside Hocevar down the front straightaway here with 8 to go in stage 1, and this will propel us into the top 20. And as we head down the back straightaway, right on the back of the 2, we'll pull to the inside here of Austin Cindric, and 6 laps of fuel coming to 7 to go. So we are going to need to find a lap of fuel, so we're going to have to go into fuel saving mode, I mean, as soon as possible. at this point, because it's going to take a little bit to save that one lap, as Hocevar is actually going to go up my inside briefly, but stays in behind me. But as we clear Keselowski and get alongside the 42, we're going to get up to about P16 alongside John Hunter. And at this point now, coming to lap 15, I said, okay, we're probably, we really need to start saving fuel. So outside of drafting, I haven't saved anything. So now as we come to 5 to go, this is when I went into fuel save mode. I'm going to start lifting in the middle of the corner a little bit, and then I'm like, okay, maybe we should start lifting just at the beginning of the corner, and you can hear me just kind of lift a little bit. I'm not lifting a lot, but I'm still trying to draft, and I'm trying to lift at the same time. And as we come to 4 laps to go, we're still short on fuel. So now Hocevar is passing me, Nemechek's passing me. This is just because I am really starting to lift to save some gas, but I don't think it's going to be enough at this point now. We're probably going to run out on the final lap at some point. You see on the RPMs there, I'm really lifting. I'm even clutching now at this point with 3 laps to go, just trying to get this thing to the end, because if we pit, we're going to go a lap down. We absolutely do not want to go 1 lap down here, even though we would get the free pass. I just don't want to be at the very back now, as Denny Hamlin's actually got the lead from Kyle Larson here in the closing moments of stage 1. Suarez passes us. Wallace is going to go through. Barry's to my inside with 2 to go, and you hear me clutch it briefly and back on the throttle now, but here comes the split between the 71 and the 2 as they go around us now. We might even end up out of the top 25. Coming to the final lap here in stage 1, 0 laps of fuel. Also the right rear tire absolutely hanging on by a thread. Denny Hamlin in control. 1 lap to go here in stage 1. Allmendinger's probably going to pass us, and then there's no one else really nearby. As we clutch one more time, back onto the throttle, about half throttle right now, and then we'll get on it down the back straightaway. And at this point now, it's just, let's just hope. Now we know 10th place is going to cross the line and bring out the caution, so no matter what, even if we run out of fuel, we'll be okay. And I'm actually starting to sputter right here in the middle of 3 and off of turn 4. Hamlin wins stage 1. We're out of fuel, but it doesn't matter. We hang on to 27th, and yeah, just, awkward timed yellow and situation. I should have started saving fuel earlier. We wouldn't have had as much damage done, I think, there in the running order. So we know we have speed, though. We drove up to 16th before we started hardcore saving, so I'm not going to touch anything on the car in terms of adjustments. I like what we got. We're going to go into stage 2. We'll probably give up some track position, but what we do have is some serious speed as we kick off stage number 2 here from Las Vegas Motor Speedway. 15 laps of fuel here in the stage as it kicks off. It's going to be 21 laps of racing, 1 additional lap here now, and hopefully, honestly, it stays green, because I would love a green flag pit stop cycle to break out here now, as Denny Hamlin took that stage win away from Kyle Larson there on the very tail end of that first and opening stage. And now you have to wonder if Hamlin is going to maybe be the favorite here today from Las Vegas. Now as we drop the 29th on the opening restart here, not too bad, and now as we roll through out of turn 4, things are going to start to go back into our favor here. And honestly, I think this stage we can really focus in on getting ourselves maybe into that top 10 or at least top 15 by the end of stage 2 to really focus in on that 3rd and final stage. So as we continue, 3 wide on the outside here down this back straightaway into turn number 3, and even going to the outside there of the 41 of Cole Custer now, and already just like that, we get ourselves into 26, and we keep on cooking forward now to the outside of McDowell here. Very tight racing there on the exit of turn 4. I love racing this track. It is so much fun ripping the wall, but then again, you can go down to the bottom and make some time here as well. It's one of those tracks, mile and a half, where you can just go anywhere you want. You can probably make some time if your car is good enough. And we continue to go forward now, passing the 21 and, going past Allmendinger and Daniel Suarez as well through turn 3. And we're just about back into the top 20 after only 5 laps here in stage 2 as Denny Hamlin continues to lead. We'll give a little bit of a shove to the back of the Spire 77 of Hocevar, then down the back straightaway. Nice run off the top. We split it 3 wide to the inside with him and Hendrick into turn number 3. There's Ty Gibbs as well, having a decent top 20 run so far now. As look at the speed we carry on the inside here through 3 and 4, and we pull up right to the back of the Castro Ford of Brad Keselowski, and we just keep on marching forward. And if we get to the inside of the 6 right here, if we can pass him, we'll find ourselves into that top 15 now, as we got a new leader as well. The 20, Christopher Bell, out in front here now in Las Vegas, is now a move again to the inside of Keselowski. We should clear him right here into turn number 3. Yes, we do. Now into P15 and continuing to march our way forward. So as we come up now to just shy of halfway in stage 1, we know we can go about 15 laps on a full tank of fuel. You can maybe stretch it to 16 or 17 if you're saving a little bit. And William Byron's now out in front, but yeah, we're definitely getting ready to come into the pits here momentarily as we move up into 14th place now, and I think we got a very real chance to go after a top 10 here today, but my progress kind of halted after I passed the 48. I went up to the top. The 48 got to my inside in the progress of doing that, and actually Bowman's starting to go back forward. He's actually passing Bubba Wallace. As we'll get alongside the 23, my tire warning light comes on here now with just under 10 laps to go in stage 2. 4 laps of fuel still, so we could actually stretch this to like lap 17 or so. But we continue to battle with the 48 and the 23. And at this point, I'm like, okay, let's get ready to pit here because we got 2 laps of fuel. Fuel light just came on. There's the call from our crew chief. No adjustments needed. We're going to come in. We'll take 2 cans of fuel. We'll take 4 tires. We'll slide in behind the 23 Columbia Toyota Camry of Bubba Wallace. And on that run into turn number 3 here, we'll be coming into the pits now. And are we going to be the first one hitting the pit lane? It looks like it. So we'll get down off the racetrack onto the apron, head down to gear 2, and get it down to the 50 or so mile per hour pit speed limit. And it's going to be probably a 16.2 if I had to guess. 16.4. I was 0.2 of a second off as we get 4 tires and head back out on the racetrack now. Someone else on the track map you can see there just came into the pits as well. It's going to be under 10 laps to go, and we're going to have drivers stretching this pretty far in stage 2. I'd imagine we're going to have cars staying out till like lap 18, lap 19, but I don't think anyone should be able to make it to the end of the stage now. As here we go, we are doing the undercut, so we should be able to gain some track position. I see some smoke up there. It looks like we're all good. There's Bowman, so I guess maybe we're not going to successfully complete any undercut because we're still going to be behind the 48. But although we came out behind him, you know, we were also racing around the 23 of Bubba Wallace, and we actually passed him right there, so that works out. But we pitted 2 laps before him versus like 1 against the 48, and there's Ryan Blaney exiting as well. We'll be alongside him, but he's going to have fresher tires for only, you know, 2 laps of racing, but still, it doesn't matter. It's still going to be fresher tires as William Byron regains the lead and has a comfortable lead on the field as we got just 2 to go here in stage 2. We're up to 12th behind the number 48 Ally Financial Chevrolet of Alex Bowman, who we now know is racing for his career. In the number 48, got to impress somebody as Ryan Blaney fires one to my inside. He's going to pass us as we approach the final lap here in stage number 2. He drifts up the racetrack across my nose. I'm like, all right, we'll just kind of stay in line here and give you a nice little shove forward now as the final lap here of stage 2 is underway, and William Byron is in complete control. He's got no pressure at all as it's a battle between me, Blaney, and Bowman here on the final lap of stage 2, side by side as we head down the back straightaway now, and Bowman should be good to hang on to P11. It's just a battle for P12 between myself and the 12 Menards Ford Mustang of Ryan Blaney through 3. What a run we get. We might actually get the 48. Hold on, we clear the 12. It's going to be a drag race for P11 to the line. Bowman gets us now as the caution flies, and stage 2 comes to an end. William Byron takes the second stage.
Pit road is open.
So, look at this. We've got some split strategy here. Everyone that pitted really late is staying out, and that includes Ryan Blaney. It includes Bubba Wallace, and it includes a few others. So we'll come in P12. We'll wait and see where we end up. 21st. Okay, I didn't think that many were going to stay out, but it looks like 9 cars at least have remained on the racetrack. So as we get ready to go back racing here for the 3rd stage, this is going to change a lot because now we're going to have a mix of some fast cars on a little bit worn tires up front. We're going to have some slower cars on worn tires that are going to back up everybody as well. So as we take the green here in stage 3, this is going to be a restart of opportunity. We know we could probably get a top 10 run out of this. This is the worst start I've had all day. That was an absolute disaster. Down to 28th and even getting past by the 44 of J.J. Yaley, the 51 of Cody Ware. But what we do have in our court is the fact that we know there's going to be some slow cars up there holding up some traffic, and that's going to get us back in it probably by the end of lap 43. We'll be right up there with those guys. So as we head down into turn 1, the 42 looking at my rear bumper, but as we roll through the center, we'll clear the 51 of Cody Ware without any issues at all, and now it's game on. Let's get going here now in this Junior Motorsports Chevrolet Camaro with the Target branding on. on the hood as we roll through 1 and 2. Look at this mess. One of the drivers that stayed out was my part-time teammate of Justin Allgaier as we make it 4 wide on the run into turn number 3 now, and you see Allgaier up there kind of in the way with that bright orange spoiler and roof now as we exit turn 4, and we got the likes of Elliott and Busher and Chastain all right here together in this just big clump of cars, and we continue racing with these guys into turn 3. Lap 45 up there is Kyle Larson going forward. We'll get alongside the 41 of Custer, finally back to just 2 wide instead of 4 wide on the exit of turn 4, and we continue to march our way forward now, passing Riley Herbst. There's the 40 of Justin Allgaier, pulling alongside him on the exit of turn 2, and we'll pass him pretty easily now. And once all is said and done, once this all settles down, I think we're going to be top 10 regardless. So rolling through 3 and 4, Ryan Blaney still leads over right now Denny Hamlin as Kyle Larson has to check up behind the 34 of Todd Gilliland, but he's got a nice run down the front straightaway. But we would both clear the 34, and then through turn 3 here on lap 47, Larson showing the nose to my inside on the exit of turn 4. That number 5 car, one of the strongest cars here this weekend, but we know the 24 of William Byron's gotten something to say about it, and Denny Hamlin as well, who won stage 1. Larson goes by, we dropped to P11, but now he's stuck behind another front row car of Zane Smith, and now we'll split him 3 wide on the exit of turn 4. We'll continue side by side, less than 20 laps to go here from Vegas. Larson now really going forward as I'm trying to follow through, now passing Bowman and Wallace. I know for sure Wallace is on old tires. I'm not sure about the 48, but look at that speed again. We carry so much speed right there through 3 and off of turn 4 that we get ourselves right back to the 5 of Larson, as now Denny Hamlin has retaken the lead here in this 3rd and final stage. And now we run down Ryan Preece, another driver on a little bit older rubber, and he is dropping back as well into turn number 3. This will put us into P7. Ryan Blaney, who led some laps there after staying out, while he is starting to drop now. Byron had passed Larson, and Blaney had gone forward, and now myself and Larson are able to get past this number 12 here on this back straightaway. So we're coming up on 14 laps to go. We do have pit stops that are going to have to take place here. We actually got some pit stops right now, but we got a crash into turn number 1. Who is that? It's the 45 of Reddick, including the 20 of Bell. Caution is out. Big crash there into turn 1, and that is going to eliminate a green flag. Pit stop brings everybody to the pits here. Crew chief recommends 4 tires. I'm going to stick with that call here. Would not be shocked if some drivers take 2, but some drivers were already in the pits. But it looks like Hocevar, I think he just took 2 tires because he just gained 17 positions. So as we get ready to go back green, we're finding ourselves suddenly in 5th. Hamlin, Byron, Larson, Blaney, myself, and Hocevar, the first 3 rows. Hocevar's on 2 tires. Do not be surprised if he drops back. Honestly, actually, he might be on no tires as well, as not a great launch through 1 and 2, but honestly, as we get passed by the 77, we'll get passed by the 48 and the 17. This is probably the best restart we've had all race long, so we're going to stay inside the top 10 here as we come through 3 and 4, so that's a huge improvement on our day, as now we're going to be racing alongside that number 9 of Chase Elliott as we continue on here in towards turn 1. 3 wide behind us between Preece in the middle, Logano on the outside, and Bubba Wallace on the inside. Now as Hocevar is a sitting duck, there's no speed there on those old tires as we now move up into P7, and now we are free to fight with Alex Bowman, who's having a great little run here from Las Vegas. Kyle Larson is now out in front here from Vegas as well. He retakes the lead over Denny Hamlin, Blaney, and Byron as we get a nice run here to the outside of the 48 on the exit of turn 2. Bit of contact there and get into the outside wall as well down the back stretch, and now the 23s to my inside into turn 3. Got a little bit aggressive there trying to get alongside Bowman, and I just don't think he anticipated me getting there, and he kind of drifted up the racetrack into the side of me, and honestly that was just kind of hard racing, awkward situation. I'm not even going to be too upset about that now, but what I am annoyed about is the fact that we were going for about top 6 or 7, and now we're back here in P11 with less than 10 laps to go. We did though get alongside the 19 of Chase Briscoe into turn number 1. Chase Elliott is past the 23 and the 20. He's trying to work his way forward in these closing moments. We clear the 23 and back into P9 we go. So it looks like we're on track for a top 10 day if we can hold the rest of this traffic behind us. And now we're fighting with the Interstate Batteries number 20 Toyota Camry for Joe Gibbs Racing. Christopher Bell up ahead. Bowman's run down. Hamlin is looking to get himself into 4th place now as Kyle Larson's got complete control over William Byron and Ryan Blaney with 3 laps to go, and we continue to fight with the 20 of Bell. Bowman gets past Hamlin. Hamlin's fading in these closing moments now, coming to 2 laps to go at this point, and this pass is not going to be easy on the 20 car. I think we're going to have to do it on the top. So as we are approaching now the final lap of this race, Bowman actually loses a spot to the 17 and is under pressure again from Hamlin as we got 1 lap to go. A mirror full of the number 19 of Chase Briscoe. Gonna glide up the racetrack here into turn number 1, get to the right rear of the 20 of Christopher Bell. Down the back straightaway one more time. Kyle Larson leads, looking for win number 1 on the season. We sign, draft, and run the 20 shallow into turn 3. That's our chance. Here we go. Through 3 off turn 4. We've got the run. Kyle Larson wins in Las Vegas, and we're going to drag race to the line, and we get P8 at the last moment against Christopher Bell, and we will gladly take that outside of Daytona, our best result of the season, and it is crucial to be getting these top 10 days on these mile and a halves. We'll absolutely take that. As you see the rest of your order, Carson, host of our he dropped outside of, where is he? Not even in the top 30. 34th for Carson Hocevar. And we'll look at the updated points in this brand new chase format. Of course, 15 points now for a win propels Kyle Larson to P6 with Christopher Bell at the top of the board with a 10-point advantage over William Byron. You see myself there in P12 at 122. Kyle Busch now the last driver in by 6 points over Justin Haley. And a lot of drivers trying to run down Kyle Busch and others for those final spots to advance into the chase. That does it for me. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.
But you wanna talk about the weather, act like you never felt nothing. I'm losing my edge altogether. Or do you just care about money? The drugs only do so much. Do I really love you?